What if I told you that changing just 7 habits could transform your entire life? Your relationships, your career, your happiness. Today, we dive deep into the 7 habits that the most successful people in the world swear by. Stay with me, because this could be the turning point you've been waiting for. Welcome everyone to our channel, English Improvement Hub. Today, we're going to explore a timeless blueprint for success, the 7 habits of highly effective people. Originally introduced by Stephen R. Covey, these habits have helped millions of people achieve personal and professional excellence. Whether you want to improve your productivity, build better relationships, or create lasting change, these principles will give you the roadmap. In this episode, I'm going to take you through each habit in detail, with practical examples and exercises you can use today. By the end, you'll have the tools you need to start living intentionally, prioritizing what truly matters, and becoming the best version of yourself. Habit 1. Be proactive. Let me take you back to a small town where a young man named Arjun lived. Arjun was like many of us, caught up in the daily routine of life, often feeling that things just happened to him rather than because of him. He was always blaming the economy, his boss, or even bad luck whenever something didn't go his way. One day, after a particularly frustrating week, his grandfather called him for a walk in the garden. As they walked among the blooming flowers, his grandfather asked, "Arjun, do you think the flowers wait for the sun to shine on them? Or do they grow anyway?" Arjun was puzzled, but thought for a moment. "I guess they grow because that's what they're meant to do." His grandfather smiled. "Exactly. They don't wait for perfect weather. They don't blame the clouds or the rain. They simply grow. They are proactive." That moment changed Arjun's life. He realized that just like those flowers, he had the power to grow no matter the circumstances. The harsh truth hit him. Blaming the world was only holding him back. From that day, Arjun started focusing on what he could control: his actions, his thoughts, his attitude. Being proactive meant choosing his responses, even in difficult situations. When his boss criticized him unfairly, instead of getting angry or sulking, he chose to ask constructive questions. How can I improve? What can I learn from this? Slowly, people noticed the change. Arjun stopped being a victim of circumstances and became the master of his fate. This habit, the habit of being proactive, is like planting a seed of control in your own life. When you accept that your life is a result of your choices, not conditions, everything starts to shift. It's not easy, especially when things go wrong. But if you want to be highly effective, you must stop blaming and start owning. Remember, Viktor Frankl, a man who survived the horrors of the Holocaust, taught us this powerful lesson. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. That space, that moment, is your freedom. Grab it. Choose to be proactive. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind years. Later, Arjun met Meera, a successful entrepreneur. Meera had a remarkable ability to stay calm and focused, even when chaos surrounded her. Curious, Arjun asked her the secret to her success. Meera smiled and said, "I always begin with the end in mind." Begin with the end in mind? What does that even mean? Arjun asked. It means knowing clearly where you want to go, in life, in your work, in your relationships, before you start moving. Imagine setting off on a journey without knowing your destination. You'd wander endlessly. But if you know exactly where you want to be, every step is purposeful, Mira explained. She shared a story from her early days. When she started her first business, many people told her she was crazy. The market was tough, competition fierce. But Mira had a clear vision. I want to create a company that empowers young women to be financially independent. That vision became her guiding star. Every decision she made was measured against that vision. Should she take this client? Will this partnership help her mission? That clarity helped her say no to distractions and yes to what mattered. Arjun realized something vital. Many of us drift through life reacting to what happens, never stopping to define what we truly want. When you have a mission, a clear picture of your ideal life, your actions become aligned with that vision. This habit is like drawing a map before you start a road trip. Without it, you might get lost or waste precious time. But with it, even obstacles become easier to navigate. So, take some time today. Write down your mission. What kind of person do you want to be? How do you want to be remembered? Your mission statement will become your compass. Habit 3. Put first things first. But having a vision is not enough if you don't manage your time well. Arjun quickly learned this lesson when his days started filling with distractions. Social media notifications, endless emails, and urgent but meaningless tasks consumed his energy. One afternoon, overwhelmed and exhausted, he called his old college friend Ria, who was known for her incredible discipline. Ria said, "Arjun, the secret is to put first things first." Arjun looked confused. "Isn't that obvious? I do my tasks." "No, not really," she said. "Most people get trapped in urgent tasks that are not important. You have to learn to focus on what truly matters, the important but not urgent things. That's where real progress happens." She explained the time management matrix. Urgent and important. Crises, deadlines. Important but not urgent. Planning, relationships, self-care. Urgent but not important. Interruptions, some emails. Neither urgent nor important. Time-wasting activities. Successful people spend most of their time in the important but not urgent quadrant, Ria said. That's where your long-term goals live. Arjun began scheduling his week in advance, blocking time for his personal growth, exercise, and family. The change was remarkable. He felt more in control, less stressed, and more productive. The lesson here is simple but profound. Don't let urgent distractions steal your time from your most important priorities. Habit 4. Think win-win. Then came one of Arjun's biggest challenges, a conflict with a business partner. Both wanted control over the company, and tensions rose. One evening, frustrated, Arjun remembered something his mentor once said. Think win-win. He reflected. Instead of competing or trying to win at his partner's expense, what if he found a solution that benefited both? Arjun invited his partner to a calm discussion. They shared their concerns openly, sought understanding, and brainstormed together. Slowly, they found creative solutions that aligned their goals, restructuring roles, sharing profits fairly, and planning future growth. That day, Arjun learned that highly effective people don't think in zero-sum terms. They believe success is not a limited resource. There's enough for everyone to win. This mindset transformed his relationships, reducing conflicts, and creating lasting partnerships. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. In another chapter of his life, Arjun struggled with his relationship with his younger sister, Anika. They kept arguing over trivial things. One day, after a particularly heated fight, Arjun decided to try something different. He remembered Covey's words, "Seek first to understand, then to be understood." The next time Anika talked, Arjun listened, really listened. He didn't interrupt, judge, or plan his reply. Instead, he focused on her feelings and perspective. Anika noticed the difference. Feeling heard, she opened up more honestly. When Arjun spoke, Anika was more receptive. Their relationship transformed. This habit taught Arjun that communication is not about winning arguments, but building understanding. Habit 6. Synergize later. Arjun joined a community project where he met diverse people with different skills and ideas. Initially, the group struggled to agree, but when they started truly valuing each other's strengths, the project flourished. Ideas merged, new solutions emerged, things none of them could have created alone. This is synergy, the magic of collaboration. It's about respecting differences and creating outcomes greater than the sum of parts. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Finally, Arjun realized that none of the habits would work long-term unless he took care of himself. He started exercising, reading, meditating, and spending quality time with loved ones. Sharpening the saw means renewing your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual energy. Without this, burnout is inevitable. As Arjun's journey shows, these 7 habits are not just ideas, they are a lifestyle. They transform how you think, act, and connect. So, if you want to be highly effective, start today. Be proactive, define your mission, prioritize what matters, cultivate win-win, listen deeply, collaborate, and renew yourself. Remember, the power to change your life is always in your hands.